Cyberdogs, we have been bamboozled by that Swedish freaking potato. I can't believe I actually fell for this, man. Jeez, I'm such a fool. Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interwebs. This is ReNDoG coming at you from a decimated desert in another episode of Minecraft Survival from the Hermitcraft server. This is feeling a little bit too familiar, isn't it, guys? Yep. For those of you who were with me in Season 4 of Hermitcraft, you'll remember that we spent many an hour in the desert collecting sand because we had, well, a sand shop and a glass shop on the server. And every now and then while I've been doing this, I've been feeling like I'm back in the Mesa, like we're back in Season 4. But nay, my friends, this is Season 5. And, well, once again, the ReNDoG finds himself in need of a ridiculous amount of sand. And we're going to be putting the sand to good use today, baby. Today is an exciting day for me, man. Today is the day that I'm going to try and convince all of you fence sitters out there that the plastic fantastic style is actually pretty freaking sweet. We're going to be doing some terraforming today, guys. It's going to be awesome. Excuse me, freaking ghost block, where are you? Jeez, I hate these ghost blocks. They are so annoying. But yeah, today we are going to be placing down some blocks. I've been getting lots and lots of comments. Okay, many comments from many different people, and all the comments are sort of very similar to each other. They go a little something like this: ReNDoG, your side is pretty cool, but Iskal's side is so much better. Iskal's side has grass and pathways, and it looks like it has some sort of a theme and a style, and all you've done is plonk down some orange stuff, and it looks so bad. This sucks. Iskal's side is so much better. And that's fine, you know, you're entitled to your opinions, guys. I respect that. But today we are going to be switching up some of them opinions. I'm going to be proving to you guys that what I got cooking up in my brain is going to be better than what Iskal's got cooking up in his little Swedish potato brain. It's going to be epic, guys. It's going to be awesome. That's pretty much, that's probably about as much sand as I need. I've got a shulker box over here that's already filled with sand. Yeah, so it's basically time for us to get back home. And let me pick up my shulker box. There it is. And let's get back into the portal. Now, I have been spending a lot of time off camera this week, guys, getting myself a little bit organized here on the Hermitcraft server. I kind of want to get to the point where we have all the sweetest tools. There's a freaking ghost! Run! Oh no! Jeez! He didn't see me! Okay, everything's good. Everything's good. Okay, don't look back. Just run. Just run as fast as possible. Oh my goodness, this is probably the worst idea ever. There's lava down there. Ah, jeez, there's just explosions going off all around me. Oh, okay. Are we good? We're good. Oh my goodness. Thanks for interrupting my frickin' intro, Ghost! Looks like somebody's been getting busy with some signage up in ReNDoG's base. Just got back from the nether, guys, and look what I've stumbled across over here. Dear Ren, if you want, you can keep the content in this chest. Ooh, what's in here? A freaking elytra. But if you do, you have to build an 11 by 11 on a plot of Iskalium in your side of the plastic fan frickin-tastic from Iskal. By the way, it has to be above ground, obviously. Oh my goodness. That is so freaking cruel. Oh, that sneaky Swede. He knows that I'm too newbie to get my own elytra. He's planted this. Oh, he is so sneaky. Hey, cub. I want this elytra so bad. Oh, man. But if I take it, I'm going to have to make an 11 by 11 on a plot of Iskalium. No. Oh, I want it so bad. Oh, okay. I don't really know what to do about this, guys. I think I'm gonna need your help on this one, guys. Okay, here's the thing. If we can come up with an idea for an 11 by 11 Iskalium plot that isn't going to absolutely ruin our beautiful freaking plastic fantastic land, I'm in. I'll take that freaking elytra. If not, well, I'm going to have to go to the end and try get my own elytra, which is not going to end well. Excuse the pun. Iskal, you freaking sneaky Swede. I'm going to have to think more about this over this episode, man. I'm kind of lost at words right now. I want that elytra so bad. Anyway, here we are in the storage facility, by the way, guys, and I've been pretty busy arranging stuff around here. It's been pretty sweet. Check it out, man. I have been sorting out all of the chests with the inkage and all the different types of materials that we need for our Plastic Fantastic build. I still need to get some signs on here, though, because, oh, here we go. Here's the sand bit. And, yeah, I've been sorting this out like nobody's business. It took me the whole day yesterday to get this done, but I'm very happy because our storage facility is now actually doing something. Before, it was just sitting there looking pretty. Although, yep, I done derped. This chest is not going to open at the top. I'm such an idiot. But I think what we're going to do is eventually change up all of these chests for shulker boxes, and then they will open. But I've already started working on my secondary task in the season, which is collecting a double chest of every item in the game. And yeah, I've made some good progress with the arrows over there, so that's good. But yeah, so the storage chest is looking great, and the reason why I've been doing this, guys, is because today we're placing down an insane amount of blockage. Where are all the freaking stained clay bits? I mean concrete. Hello, where did I put the concrete? Oh, here it is. Here's the concrete section. So I got a whole bunch of black concrete, a whole bunch of blue concrete, some gray, and a whole bunch of orange concrete too. So I'm going to take for myself a bunch of blue, light blue concrete, okay? And a bunch of gray concrete too, because today we're going to be placing down some of this jazz. It's going to be beautiful, baby. It is going to be beautiful. Those of you guys who have been questioning the ReNDoG freaking Plastic Fantastic style, prepare your butts to get your minds blown out the wazoo, baby, because we are going to change everything today. It is going to be awesome. Okay, Cyberdogs, it is time to get serious up in this business, because there have been some pretty significant changes to the Plastic Fantastic wonderland of the ReNDoG. Can you guys figure out what those changes are? And no, I'm not talking about this gorgeous dark grey sand or that very snazzy looking blue rock formation over there. It's something completely different to that. I'll give you guys a few minutes to try figure it out. But take a look at this place, guys. Isn't it looking absolutely amazing? The ReNDoG's been busy for the last few days on the Hermitcraft server. I've been grinding my butt off, collecting an insanity amount of sand from the desert, a ridiculous amount of gravel from the ocean floor. And I needed to do all of that because I need a ridiculous amount of grey concrete powder. Look at this! It's looking so awesome. Let's spend a little bit of time talking about this, guys, because I really think that I am going to be able to change some of your minds out there. I know that I was being a little bit facetious at the beginning of the video when I was saying that a ton of you guys out there were questioning my my brain, really, with the design over here, with all the orange and the black, and a lot of you guys are on the fence at the moment. You're kind of feeling what the ReNDoG's doing, but you're not quite sold yet. I hope that today I can change that for you guys, because I think that I have stumbled across the final piece of the puzzle for us over here. And yeah, I want to talk about it. So last week, I had a really amazing stream with the Cyberdogs. There were over 700 people hanging out with me. We streamed for like 2.5 hours, and we spent a lot of that time figuring out what concrete we should use as the primary floor color for our Plastic Fantastic base. We went through all of the different concrete colors that I thought might work. We even looked at some crazy colors, man, like red, and I think we even did yellow and a whole bunch of other weird ass colors, man. And we sort of went through a bunch of them trying to figure out which color would work the most. We even had Iskal come and join us for a bit, and we were trying to figure out what looks good, and we settled on this gray concrete powder. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? I think it's absolutely 100% perfect for what we're trying to do out here. Now, one of the problems with our orange and black Plastic Fantastic world is that these orange and black concrete blocks are really high contrast, right? This orange is really freaking bright. It's crazy bright, in fact. And in fact, it's so bright that it almost hurts the eyeballs if you see too much of it. It's one of the things that has been worrying me the most about this particular build is how bright the orange is. Now, one of the really amazing things about this dark concrete color over here, this dark gray color, is that it is really damp. It is a super low contrast gray. And what is going to happen is that this gray is going to trick our eyeballs. Okay, let me try explain myself. Let's take a look at this particular scene over here. right? We got the gray, then we got the black and the orange, the black, and then the gray again. Now, because these blocks over here are super high contrast and they are surrounded by low contrast blocks, the brightness of these blocks literally gets sucked out of them. The eye gets tricked a little bit by the fact that the majority of what the eyeball can see is a low contrast, right? So it kind of dampens the color of these blocks. You can see it very clearly by just looking at the black concrete block. We can actually see the pixels in that block now. Can you guys see the pixels there? And that's because the contrast of this block is getting dampened by the gray next to it, and our eyeballs are getting tricked here. And I think that is what makes this block the perfect color for what we are trying to achieve in our Plastic Fantastic world. Let's also talk about this. This pile of blue freaking, well, concrete. These are rock formations. These are going to be dotted all over the land. And take a look at how beautiful that looks over there. That little beautiful rock formation surrounded by some dark concrete blocks. It just really, I think, helps to break up the flatness of the gray a little bit, and it adds another very important thing into our build, a secondary color that isn't on the red or orange color wheel, right? We could have used red, we could have used yellow, but that would just enhance the brightness and the contrast of the orange. Whereas we're going to the opposite side of the color wheel, and we are using a color that almost clashes with the orange. And I think that in situations like this, it is absolutely perfect to use a color that is going to clash with your primary color, because what it does is it helps to sort of bring down the intensity of that primary color. This light blue concrete is absolutely gorgeous too, isn't it? I really love this color. I gotta say, like, my favorite color of the new concretes is the orange, and that's because it's kind of weird, actually. It's a little bit of a weird story. That's because my primary color for Season 4 was orange, and it was basically this orange. And my primary color for Hermit Pack, in my branding is what I'm talking about, was this blue. So when I saw these new concrete spoiled a couple of months ago, I couldn't believe my eyeballs. I was so freaking happy with it. And it was this orange that I fell in love with, and that's why we're using it here in our build. But take a look at that, right? We're going to throw up another rock formation there, and I think the blue just looks absolutely perfect with the black and the orange. It looks fan-freaking-tastic right now, man. Now, what I've also been doing is using some of the dark gray concrete blocks to create a skirting around these blocks, and to create a skirting around any spots where there is water, right? So here on the edge of the bay of our lagoon, I've got a whole bunch of these dark concrete blocks. And the reason for that is because in the stream that we did, a lot of us were starting to feel like, yeah, this is looking pretty good, but it's starting to push the build into more of a realistic feel, right? This looks very much like sand. It almost looks like ash, like we're living on like a volcanic island or something. And it's started to take away from the Plastic Fantastic theme that we are working on. And I think that what this skirting does by adding this sort of borderline to the water, I think it pulls the whole build back to more of a Plastic Fantastic theme. It makes it feel more plastic, especially here at these rock formations, right? I think that to me looks very, very toy-like, very plastic. And I think it's a perfect little sort of addition, I guess, or little detail that we can add to sort of enhance our build a little bit more. So that's looking freaking awesome, isn't it? What do you guys think? I'm really, really curious to see what those of you out there who have been on the fence about this build, who have been thinking, this isn't really working for me, that orange is way too fierce. ReNDoG, you need to do something about this, man. I'm very curious to see what you guys think about this new approach. What do you think about the blue rock formations? Do you think that this is working out now? Do you think that we're getting a more coherent feel, a more coherent theme for our build, instead of just having orange buildings plonked on a mycelium island? Personally, I think it's starting to come together real nice, guys, and I'm very, very excited about getting the whole island done, getting the whole island transformed into this beautiful gray block with a whole bunch of these beautiful blue rock formations, and then some sort of foliage. We need like a tree design. I don't like these these tree designs, by the way, and neither do you guys. And I haven't quite worked out what we're going to do with the tree design yet, but very curious to see what you guys out there think. So please don't be shy. Get busy in that freaking comment section, man. Let me know your thoughts on this. Anyway, I'm going to be doing probably a lot of this stuff on stream because it's a lot of work to do, of course, terraforming an entire island, and there's a lot of resources to be gathered. And I guess one of my goals here in the start of our Hermitcraft season is to get some infrastructure in place that is going to allow me to have access to all the materials we need. We need ink, we need bone meal, which we sorted out last episode. We need orange, which is easily sorted out with a rose bush and a sunflower and some bone meal. And what else do we need? Oh, of course, we need lapis. That's probably that's going to be the hardest one to get because, of course, to make this light blue concrete powder, we need bone meal and lapis. But I want to try get all of our infrastructure around here set up to a point where it is going to allow us to get all the resources that we need, and we don't have to spend too much time grinding. And that's why I have been working on a little bit of an idea in my brain that I want to do now. Let's move away from all of this color talking and all of this jazz around here, and let's focus on a nice little a smallish project, I suppose, for this episode. And what I would like to do right on this little island over here, let's do something with our nether portal. This nether portal is really important for me. This nether portal is my route into resource collection. This nether portal takes me to that desert where I can get sand. And well, we're not going to be able to transform this island without a literal butt-ton of sand, right? And I kind of want to make something special for the nether portal. I don't want the nether portal to just be plonked here looking like this. I think it looks super janky, and I want to do something really, really, really fun with this nether portal. And I've got a really, really cool idea for this. We have been playing around with the idea of making our base into some sort of a computer motherboard, making each of the buildings that we make look like a component from a computer of some kind, right? And I really, really love that idea. I want to continue that idea here with the nether portal. I want to try and make a computer component that's kind of going to use the particle effects of the nether portal and kind of like be a, like a very interesting build that is going to fit in with the rest of the theme. Oi, spy! Get out of here!
This is indeed looking very good, dude. Jeez, I feel a bit... I was certain when I saw your roads. I don't like your roads. I think they're garbage. Okay. I was certain I was going to win this season-long challenge, but now, look at it now, she said.
It's looking pretty sweet, right? Oh, yeah. Show off. I got your little present this morning.
Yeah, my YouTube audience don't know about that even, so that's perfect.
Yeah.
I did that on a stream.
Yeah. I haven't quite decided. I've left it in there for now. Okay.
Okay.
The peeps are going to decide for me if it's worth doing or not.
Fair enough. So you got gold, and I'm building something pretty epic. I need gold.
Yeah, I know. I've been busy working, and then you're like, "Hey, Ren, get on voice."
Hey, Ren, gold. Ugh.
Yeah, you just freaking demand. So I got some gold for you, baby. I got some gold. I got 3 stacks of gold. And I mined this out with my own bare hands, smelted it, made charcoal to cook it. It took a long time to get this gold. This is some seriously valuable gold, dude.
Yeah, well, what you're requesting is also very valuable.
Ooh, there it is, baby. Yeah. Come on. Okay. So, check it. Okay, check it out, right? I'll give you stack of gold. Mending book, please. That's a good deal.
No, are you doubting me, dude? We're friends. I thought we were friends. You put all the gold. Hold on.
I had to cook that gold. I had to cook that gold.
This is 15 gold. Why is this 15? No, I'm wrong. No, you put all the gold in this little hole.
Okay. The trade hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 1 stack not enough. I want mending. Okay.
No, 3 stacks, dude. Seriously, you're getting a mending book, dude.
2 stacks.
You can't mine
2 stacks is a deal. 2 stacks a deal.
No, man. You can't mine mending books.
Give me one moment, man. We need to make our little trade hole a little bit better.
Okay. Yeah, it was a bit janky, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's better.
Hold on. Let me do the finishing touch. Hold on. Let me pick this up. Boom. There we go. That's beautiful.
Okay. All right. So back to bargaining. 2 stacks of gold. I'd mine that out with a freaking iron pickaxe and stuff, dude.
Go away and mine a mending book. Let me see you mine it. I'll wait here. Okay, I'll sit here. Mine it. Go mine it from the mountains.
Okay.
Exactly. Drop the last stack in so we can do this before they despawn.
3 stacks of gold.
There you go. Okay, let me check the quality of this gold. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, well, fair enough.
Yeah.
You shall have your mending book.
Did you just poop that out?
I pooped it out in the trading hall.
That's freaking disgusting,
man. Nice to do business with you.
Thanks, dude. I kind of feel I got cheated, but yeah. Bye.
No, it's a good trade. It's a good trade.
Look how quickly you're running away, you bastard. Cyberdogs, we have been bamboozled by that Swedish freaking potato. I can't believe I actually fell for this, man. Jeez, I'm such a fool. 3 stacks of gold that I mined out of the earth with my bare freaking hands for a mending book. That was the deal. I gave the gold. And look what I got in return. Mending by Iskal85. I can't believe I didn't see this, man. It's not a mending book. It's a freaking book of stupid words. And Iskal has written a little story for us. Shall we read this nonsense? Mending, a novel about a girl by Iskal85. Once upon a time, there was a girl called Mending. She, like many other girls of her age, dreamt about becoming a princess. Luckily, at the age of 7, she became friends with the son of the prince, whom she later married and then became a princess for realsies. The end. Worst story ever written. I mean, honestly, I don't even know what to say at this stage. I mean, you know what? That was actually pretty good, though. I gotta say, Iskal, you got me, son. You got me bad. You can keep the gold, man. I mean, what? I got gotten real hard there. And you know what, dude? I'm not going to trust anything that you say or give me from now on. Anything you throw at me, anything you give me, I'm going to be triple checking, dude. This is the first and only time you're ever going to get the ReNDoG. You hear me, you bastard? Anyway, let's get down to some building, guys. Take a look at what I've been working on over here, man. Looking pretty sweet, right? Going to explain this in a second. But take a look at the terraforming that's been going down. I've been working hard, man. I've been working all afternoon, got myself a cup of coffee and a whole bunch of grey sand. Hold on, give me 1 second. And, ooh, jeez, almost broke my cup. And I've been transforming this place. Isn't it starting to look amazing with our light blue stones everywhere, our little freaking rock structures? And it's looking beautiful. By the way, I asked you guys a little bit earlier, did you notice any difference today? Well, the more astute of you might have noticed that the color of the water has changed and our glass is now flat. I am currently using Iskal85's texture pack. He convinced me in a 2-hour discussion last night to switch from vanilla texture pack to his texture pack, which literally just changes the water into a much more beautiful color, in my opinion. And we get flat glass. I don't think I'm going to keep this for the entire series, but certainly while we're here in Plastic Fantastic, I want to keep this flat glass. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. And I think that this watercolor definitely suits the build, right? Look how beautifully it matches up with the color of our rock formations. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, let's get cracking on the build for today, guys. Take a look at this. I've been working on setting up like a little room or a little thing for our nether portal. I didn't just want to plonk a nether portal somewhere, you know, like in a room somewhere. I wanted to make something for it. And I think we can do something really interesting over here. I'm working on trying to create like a computer component, I suppose, is what this is. And, you know, the more that I think about this theme of us creating a base that looks like the inside of a computer, the more excited I get about it. You know, there we've got like a hard drive or something. There we've got some water cooling. We've got, you know, the skeleton processing unit over there. We've also got the concrete processing unit over there. I want to try and do some interesting stuff over here with this idea of creating computer components. And I think if we can pull it off, and if we can use scale, as I was talking about a couple of episodes ago, to really make these sort of things pop out of the land, I think it's going to look really cool. So I'm currently working on, I don't know, something that's going to look like a stick of RAM. those of you guys who are nerds like me will know what a stick of RAM is, but I suppose those of you guys who have never looked inside of a computer before or never built a computer before like I have, hang on, where is my volume? There it is. You probably won't know what it is, but a stick of RAM is essentially like a, well, it looks like a chocolate bar, I suppose, is a good way to describe it. And you stick it into your computer to give yourself some memory, and it kind of has teeth, right, that you have to plug into the computer, and that's what keeps it in place. And that is what I've tried to emulate over here, right? So here are the teeth of this RAM stick that we are plugging into our computer motherboard. And I'm just working on like finishing off the design of it. But what's really cool about this is the center of this RAM stick, right? Take a look at this. I've made a really massive nether portal here, got loads of obsidian. And what we're going to do when we fire this bad boy on is we're going to turn the nether portal on, and then we're going to see all the particles and stuff like coming out of this RAM stick. Now, I don't think that this thing is going to be like a memory thing, like RAM is in real life. I think it's probably going to be more of a cooling thing, right? I kind of want to make like a module that is cooling down the power that is coming out of the nether. Maybe we use some nether power to actually power our base. Maybe that's where we get a whole bunch of our energy to actually power this giant motherboard, right? Because we've got water cooling, so we've got the cooling system over there, but how are we generating power to keep our motherboard up and running? Well, I'm thinking maybe we're getting that power from the nether, right? I guess our motherboard is being powered by evil, which is actually kind of cool. Like maybe this land is going to become some sort of a corrupted computer system, some sort of an AI that has taken over the land and turned all human beings into mushrooms. I don't know. That sounds like a pretty cool storyline to me. Yeah, that could work real good. And I guess, you know, we need to cool that power coming out of that nether, man. We need to cool it down, or it might destroy the entire system around here. Actually, I've done this completely wrong. So that is the thinking around here for this nether power coolant module, I guess is what it's going to be called. So the NPCM, that's going to be this module's name. And I think it's going to look pretty awesome. It's a pretty simple build, man. You know, I've been working on really technical stuff, and I mean technical by my standards, for the last week or so, and I got kind of drained by setting up that freaking skeleton grinding machine. I wanted to do something a little bit simpler today, and I think this is absolutely perfect for it. Oh baby, we're cooking with gas today, Cyberdogs. This thing is starting to look pretty awesome. I mean, it is super simple, isn't it? It's literally 2 blocks and a little bit of ventilation thingies going on, but this is exactly the kind of thing that we need to build in order for us to pull this project off. We got to go all the way back to basics. We got to keep everything as simple as possible. It's got to look like a toy. It's got to look plastic. It's got to have as little detail in it as possible, and therein will come the beauty and the awesomeness. I think this thing is looking pretty cool, though. I've added a little bit of depth over here. We've got a groove that goes all the way around the top of it, and I guess what I'd like to do is try and get this thing connected into the motherboard now, right? Like that's quite an important thing. So I think that maybe what we could do is we could copy that pipe style that I've got over there that is connecting the lake into the water cooling unit, and maybe we could do something similar. And at the same time, we need obviously a way to get up there to get into the nether portal, right? At the moment, we can't actually even get in there, so that's kind of derpy. So here's what I'm thinking. Why don't we make like a little pipe system that is going to come all the way down into the water? And what I would like to do, I think I spoke about it in the previous episode, is create some sort of an underwater network of glass tunnels. They're going to be cables, but we'll be able to actually travel in them in between all of the different modules of the base. So I think that's going to be pretty sweet. So maybe what we do is we make like a little pipe or something that is going from the cooling system into the water down this hill, which is actually kind of difficult to do. I feel like this is probably looking really ugly at the moment. Oh my goodness, this is not quite working out the way that I wanted it to. I mean, maybe what I need to do, instead of it making it angle like that, I should just make it go straight and then in, or something like that. Huh. I wasn't really feeling that pipe action over there, guys. It was kind of interfering with the beautiful symmetry of our nether power cooling unit over here, and I need to figure out another way to get into this thing. It's kind of unfortunate, though, because I really love how clean it is, but we do need to figure something out. I'm thinking, like, maybe what we can do is make some sort of a clip or something, right? A clip that is holding the piece of hardware into the motherboard. That could potentially work. I mean, maybe what we need to do is just, I don't know, just do a little something like this, right? So maybe we'll make like a little staircase or something, and this is literally like a clip that is holding the piece of hardware in place. I guess that looks okay, but it's just kind of ruining the beauty of the module, isn't it? Oh man, this is actually really tricky. Yeah, look at that, man. That's absolutely wrecked it. I don't like that at all, guys. Oh man, this is going to be really tricky to sort. So, everybody who's sitting on the fence about this design style, let's talk. You got to admit, guys, this is starting to look really cool, isn't it? Absolutely love it, man. I've just come back to the storage module to get some glass. I'm trying to figure out a way to get into our nether portal. I've made a freaking fatal design flaw over here, guys. I've made this thing look really cool. It does look like something you'd stick into a computer, but we can't actually get into it, and we can't use it right now. And I've tried different things. I've tried running a pipe into the water. It looks super janky. I try to make like staircases and stuff, and I don't know, man. I think the last thing that I can actually try is a little bit of glass. I've got some ideas though. Check this out. Maybe what we can do is add some glass in the very center of it, just like that, right? So 3 strips of glass. What we could say is that these strips of glass are conductors or something, and they are there to transfer the nether power into the circuitry of the motherboard, okay? Don't ask me how or why. That is not my place to explain. I'm not a freaking nether engineer. I just live here, all right? It doesn't make sense, but we're going to have to make it make sense. Let's just make sure that that looks okay. It actually looks pretty good, doesn't it? Maybe we could go even further than this. And by the way, all of you guys who are shouting at me for not having a silk touch pickaxe, there were at least 100 of you guys who let me know what a noob I am for breaking all of my glass. I got myself a diamond pickaxe with silk touch on it, okay? So relax your faces. Everything's okay in the world. Keep calm and carry on. How do we feel about that? Spacing them out a little bit. That feels kind of cool. Let's try these ones instead so that then they're sort of more in the center. So let's get rid of these ones. This could work too. I kind of like the triple variation on the other side, though. I think that looks kind of rad. Let's take a look from here. That's okay. I think I prefer this side, though. Let's have a look. Yeah, I like that side. I think that actually works. I think it's the best solution that we've got for this particular issue. And I think I just broke glass there, didn't I? Sorry, guys. Oh, facepalm. Do I have any freaking clay? Oh, no. All right, I'll sort that out. The OCD's kicking in. But yeah, there we go. So our little nether power cooling unit is ready to go. And this is what we're going to be using to get into the nether itself. Oh, baby, shall we get this bad boy fired up? See what it looks like. It should look pretty cool with all of the nether particles like coming out of it and stuff. All right, so let's fire this bad boy up. Boom, baby. That is our nether portal for Season 5 on Hermitcraft. Let's take a look at that. That actually looks kind of rad. I like it, man. I like the little particles and stuff out of it. The purple looks a bit strange, I guess, but that's all right. I think it's looking pretty snazzy. You know what, guys? That's actually looking really cool. I'm super happy with that build. A really simple build compared to the other ones that we've done so far in the series, but I don't know, it's come together really nice. It looks great in that position. It matches the style of our storage module over there and the Scalabyte processing unit. It's so beautiful. I love it. And these rock formations, guys, I gotta say, man, they are just a stroke of genius. I think they look so gorgeous. They really pop out of this gray terrain, and I think it's all coming together really good, man. It might just be me, and it might be the fact that I've probably had too much coffee today, but I'm really happy with this build. I think it's really cool, and I hope you guys love it, man. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. And yeah, I can't wait to see what you think about this in the comment section below. I guess that's going to do it for us today, though, my friends, as Vintage Beef sleeps the night away. Thanks, Beefarino. I appreciate it, man. I've got a little bit more to say around here before it gets super dark. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you love what's going on around here. And if you want to be a part of my live streams, make sure you come and check me out on twitch.tv/ReNDoG TV. We do a lot of cool stuff on my streams, and we come up with stuff together. And the stream is what inspired me to make this world look like this. And let's take one final run through the place, get a feel for it. I think it's turning out real good, and I can't wait to carry on. I just want to place down so much of this gray sand. I want to get this entire island covered up. I want to cut down all of these ugly mushroom trees and just get the place looking super freaking fancy, man. Well, I guess that's gonna do it for me, guys. Our 3 beautiful computer modules in the background are looking pretty snazzy, aren't they? And if you enjoyed the episode, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, okay? And if you haven't subscribed yet, well, smash that subscribe button. As you can see, a huge transformation is occurring here on my side of the island, and it's just gonna get better from here, baby. Cannot wait to play some more blocks with you guys. Thanks so much for watching. ReNDoG signing out from the Hermitcraft 5 server. We'll smell you all in the next episode.